Oh my goodness. What a morning, guys. What a morning. Nothing like waking up to no internet. And then, yeah, wow, it did not melt at all around my studio today from the blizzard we had on Saturday. So, took me a minute to get in here, guys, but we're gonna get it going. We're just gonna have you look at this old piece for a second while I haven't even taken my coat off. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Hey, be safe getting home, Lagum Core. Don't be walking in the dark too much. Although I guess if it's cold, maybe the bad guys are cold too and they'll stay away. Got a bunch of snow too. Yeah, gosh, it is a chilly, chilly winter. It is Wings and Things. Yes, we're doing Wings and Things. I'm also trying to eat breakfast really fast, but it's not working because I didn't actually grab it. So we're just gonna be here for a bit. Let me pull up my references and get them in Discord, guys. Sorry that I'm running a little behind, but thanks for your patience. Just made a few posts on social media. I have no idea if I posted to all the right places, but oh well. So, let's make a new folder here. Come on, Sai, don't be like this. Also, I have 4 days left in my Paint Tool Sai trial, so this may be one of the last weeks I get to draw in Sai. I'm kind of sad. I need to go find my old product key so I can keep using it. I just don't know where it is. Let's see. We'll just make a oh wait, you know what? We gotta make a whole new... It's February. Never mind. It's a new month. Gotta make a new file. Starting over, guys. Let's do a gray background this time. Change it up a little bit. Cool gray. Alright. Week 1. I'm trying to get more organized in my life. How's everyone's week going? Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Make a new folder for Wings. Alright, I'm actually really excited for this one. I've been kind of wanting to... We'll probably do more iterations of this sort of next week because it is Dragon Week. So today we're going to do Wings. Tomorrow's going to be, I've decided, horns and spikes and like any kind of like, you know, fins, anything that's like pokey that could be on a dragon. We did antlers last week, so I'm going to skip antlers probably and just focus on like horns and spines. And then we'll do skin textures on Wednesday. And then for next week, I think I'm going to do... yeah, I haven't decided yet. It'll probably be more pieces of a dragon, like feet, snouts, you know, like tails, body styles. I don't know. We'll probably just piece it all together next week. But I'm kind of hoping. I'm hoping to do kind of what I did for the first stream in this series back in January, and do like a take what you've learned and let's design a dragon. That was pretty fun when we did that for Griffins. So we're gonna do that on Wednesday of next week. That's kind of the loose plan right now. So. And sorry, Maze, I have not had a chance to look into Nightbot or Moobot or anything else. My work was very all-encompassing last week, so I apologize. But I will be looking into that soon, but for now it's just you and Streamlabs, so I apologize that you have to keep putting up with that, but thank you for your patience. So, reference time. Sore need of swimming practice. Me too, honestly. There's some references if you guys want them. I've been sharing that link pretty regularly, but you can always check it out. I forgot to put it in the title of my video, but that's okay. There's the Discord if you'd like to pop in there. I'll be posting the references that I'm using, but you absolutely don't have to use my references. Use whatever you want. Okay, anyway. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Let's see. Let's start with bats. I have not drawn enough bats. We'll see if I even get to bugs. I definitely want to do bats and bugs. We did birds last week, so I'm not super anxious to get to feathered wings. We'll probably do a few. I might try and find like some unique shaped bird wings if we do bird wings. So like gull wings are kind of a funny shape. Cormorants have really nice wing shapes. So, but for today, we're going to be looking at various bat wings. So just to show you what I mean, things like this, right? We've got lots of great veining and lots of great wing structure we can look at with bats. They curve in really interesting ways that are very different from bird wings, obviously. They're basically like elongated hands. So the same ways that our hands can bend are the ways that bat wings can bend. And so here's a really nice one. I'm going to save that for sure. But yeah, I'm just going to pull a few of these up. I'm going to do some quick loose sketches. I don't draw bats very often, honestly, so this might be a little funny to watch. We'll see. Hopefully it's all good. Come on, open a new tab. Be a good image. I do kind of want to find some higher resolution images just because I think bats can be kind of tough. That one's too small. Cool. Well, I'm gonna start with the ones that I've already got pulled here, and then I'll kind of shuffle around and look for some more here in a minute. But highly recommend, if you aren't already, getting on Pinterest and starting your own reference board. I don't know about you guys, I find it incredibly helpful, especially for stuff like this, because there's just a plethora of images. So I really like this one. You can see the structure really well, and some of the I'm gonna kind of ignore the blood vessels this time around, but I am gonna go find a quick. Oops. Nope. I am gonna go find a quick skeletal reference because I have really enjoyed starting off that way. So there's our Beat. And if anyone wants to sketch along, as always, you are more than welcome to. I would love to have you. But if you are not feeling it and you just want to hang out, that is a-okay. There is no pressure from me, I hope, anyway, to participate. So now here's a really nice one. That's interesting. I'll have to keep that one open. Also, I need to grab my water, guys. I am quite parched. Bat wings are more human-like in structure than, yeah, for sure. But with them being literal hands, yeah. Little story about a bat. Aw, yeah, let's hear it. Hold on, I'll read it in just a second. I'm gonna find, here's a great, really great picture that illustrates exactly what I'm talking. Thank you, Pinterest, for delivering. I'm definitely going to share this one in Discord. We'll start here. This one's really basic. This is back. Yeah. I finally saw that movie. This is back country. Oh my gosh, too funny. Alright. Ugh, my mouse is doing the thing again. Forgot to bring batteries. I need to write that down for tomorrow. Probably just need to buy some batteries and have them here. Can batteries freeze? It gets really cold in here in the winter. Alright, let me grab my water really fast. And maybe a little breakfast snack because I'm really hungry. About to make a bad decision, guys. I found I have a energy tea in here. Might be drinking that. Did not get enough sleep last night. Okay. Oh, also, I think I may have found somebody who's willing to give me yeah, who has an extra pen. Well, they have an extra tablet that comes with a pen. But for my backup setup, it'll be nice to have. The tablet's a little scratched up, but that's okay. I think the pen should work on my existing tablet, so we'll find out. But it'll be nice to have that backup again at home. Especially on a morning like today when it was like, I really would have preferred to do this from home and just let the snow melt a little more before I navigated into the studio. So it'll be really nice to have that option again. I'm pretty excited. Alright, more updates on that coming soon. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. Okay. During my first summer job as a teen, my coworker saw something splashing in a puddle. Oh, it turns out it was a bat, so we picked it up. Put it on a tree. Oh, bats that are wet look so unhappy about their situation. I feel so bad for the poor things. You can tell they are not really supposed to be swimmers. Although I did see a video recently of a bat swimming. Like, I guess they can swim, which makes sense. I mean, I don't know. To me, when I look at flying, it kind of just looks like swimming in the air. You know what I mean? So it was, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of funny. Not funny, but like, I just had never seen a bat swim before. Still felt bad for him, obviously. Alright, I'm just going to do some quick warm-ups. We're going to start with this one, probably. I'm just going to quickly sketch the skeletal structure of these. It should not take very long. And then I'll start my timer and do a few more. I kind of want to... I might try to do some of these warm-ups in a different program sometime, just to see if I can get a little more gestural. There's not a lot of good brush options inside, other than this ink brush that I really like, which is why I probably won't buy another product key for it. I'm just gonna do with what I got. But I really like this picture because it really points out, like, if you can't see that very well, it's also in the Discord, but it points out what parts of the wing are, like, what parts of the hand. So if you just think of, you know, like, kind of like we've been talking about, honestly, just think about, like, our pieces, right? We got our shoulder right here, elbow, wrist, here's the hand. So this is actually, I believe these are actually the hand, like the phalanges, but also it's this part, these things. I don't know what they're called. No, these are metacarpals. What are these? Are these metacarpals? I don't know. I clearly need to study human anatomy next, guys, because I've forgotten all of my words. But anyway, these first bones are the hand bones. Basically, they're like extending out from the wrist right there. Then we have our, you know, this section of the finger. Then we've got this one, that's this section, and then you got your little fingertips down here, right? So, and of course we have our thumb. But anyway, anytime you're drawing wings, you can always kind of think of them as little hands to help you know where to put them, because birds are the same way. The difference with bats is they can do this, right? So birds, they're a little more fixed in place. Like when they tuck their wings back, they're actually, like, we can't do it, but they're like tucking their wrist like against their forearm right here. And we obviously can't move our wrist quite like that. Bats can do it all. Bats have really flexible wings. Now obviously this pterodactyl does not have a super flexible wing. But it's really interesting to see like what part of the wing is what part of the hand and whatnot. So they've kind of given you these little finger bone markers to show you. But I think this is a really cool little chart. So I'm going to sketch really fast from this. I am going to merge my layers and try to be better about that today. And I'm also going to try and be better about starting my timer today. So doing it on my phone this time, because I'm not very good at doing it, apparently, on my computer. That's how little sleep I've gotten, guys. I couldn't think of the word computer. Oh my goodness. Did forget to post on Facebook, but that's okay. I'll do that after I've done these. Yes, we first need to learn to draw hands. It's true. It's true. Hands are coming. Hands are coming. But it is good. It's good practice either way. I kind of wanted to get this done just because it's Dragon Week next week. But yeah, hands and feet and faces, those are all scheduled to be part of these streams. So, boy, you guys want to watch somebody who is really out of practice with human anatomy draw something? Yeah, let's, well, it's going to be a rough week too. That and Vehicles Week, which is coming. We're going to do it this month. I've been putting it off, but we're going to do it. Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick quick gesture study here. Not anything super detailed. Just kind of like we've done before, guys. You're just looking for, you know, the basic anatomy. Hopefully this one's pretty self-explanatory. It's not like we're finding the entire form here. It is fun to note the little bits. And if you are able to get a... I'm going to slightly change the angle of these just because they don't fit right here very well. But yeah, if you're able to get a higher definition image, highly recommend that if you want to do a little bit more intensive study. I'm trying to note kind of where the knuckles are. So like, see how they all kind of line up with each other? So it's not like this. I mean, obviously if you're making a dragon, you can kind of do whatever you want. But just for the sake of studying correctly, or relatively correctly, I'm going to try and stick to that for now. So, although I did kind of change the angle, so that might make it a little off, but that's okay. So it looks like this one actually stops right there, but these continue on. Boop, boop, boop. It's kind of hard to see my little knuckles here. Alright, so hopefully that breaks it down pretty easily. I'm not going to take that much time for the next one. I just wanted to talk about what we're looking at here. It is fun to... I always, even as a kid, I always loved connecting the lines on all these things. And of course, we'll talk about different ways people attach these things when they're doing dragons, but it's just kind of important to look at this stuff, I think. It's pretty much the same, just in a different pose here. I do like the little wrist bone right there. I'm going to take note of that little nobbin. Make sure that I don't forget to draw a little bump there. Alright, pterodactyl. We're probably not going to do too many of these, but I thought that was kind of fun that they included it. So, ooh, look at this little backwards wing spur right here. I didn't even know that about pterodactyls. Huh. Interesting. So it's kind of fun because there's 4 segments right here, right? So it's the same 4 segments. It's just we're drawing, these are the finger and hand bones, and this is an extended wrist bone, I think. It's kind of interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we did birds last week, so I'm not super worried about that. But this is just the basic, yeah, basic shapes we're going to be focused on. If we have time, I might do a little bird wing later today. But yeah, let's draw from an actual bat now. So just like we've done in the past, guys, find those forms. I'm not worrying as much about the whole creature today. The focus for me is on wings. If you want to work on the entire animal, you just go for it. But I need to practice pretty much all this. So I started too close, made it too big. Ah, the power of digital. Alright. Like how straight out his little thumb sticks. Shoot, I really made this way too big. Let's just make it a little smaller. Thank you guys for tolerating my strange music. Yeah, it's Dragon Week next week. I found that on a fun holidays calendar online, so we're doing it. Plus, it kind of works out because Saturday is actually when Year of the Dragon officially starts, at least according to this other calendar. I haven't actually fact-checked that, so hopefully that's correct. But either way, I figured next week, since it's Dragon Week and the Year of the Dragon, we should do a dragon series. So that's part of why we're doing this, is to, you know, have fun designing a dragon next week, hopefully, after we've learned all the bits and bobs. I love how, look how, like, surprisingly muscular right there this little guy is. I mean, for his size, you know. Pretty strong little dude. Look at the bend in that finger. Really interesting. And I love this straight line, almost. I mean, it kind of dips a little where the hand is, but not a whole lot. Must be a pretty important little bracing finger there. Looks like he's giving the air a high five. Probably a little too long. It's okay. He has little feet. Like I said, I'm not really as worried about his face or anything. Just gonna do a quick little fox, flying fox face here. Move right along. I like his little feet though. It's like little people feet almost. It's pretty funny. Like I feel like. Anyway, okay. I can't quite tell what's going on with the membrane on the legs. I might have to look at a better photo because I don't want to memorize the wrong thing, but it almost looks like it's coming off of the leg there. I don't know. I'm not sure how that's working. I mean, it's definitely attached to the back part of the leg, but this part in the middle, I'm not sure what I'm looking at, so I don't want to study it if I don't know what it is. That is how you learn the wrong thing. I do love the foreshortening on this one. It's pretty fun. They do exist all over the globe. Oops, oh wait, I already stretched. Just hit me that umbrellas do. They do sort of resemble bat wings. Yeah, they've got that same membrane shape for sure. Stretched out flap of something against very like thin wiry bits. All right, there's our one bat. I'm gonna do a few more though because this is kind of my main focus today. I do like this. I am going to kind of sketch in actually just a few of these little, what do you call them? Oh, I drew his shoulders so high. Why did I do that? What's wrong with me? Okay, whatever. Anyway, these are interesting, these little veins. I'm not sure if I'll use those in a design, but I might, and I kind of want to take note of them. And there's like little tiny ones coming off of his fingers. Sending blood to the membrane, as you will. I did add some music to my playlist. I just don't know when it's going to come on. So sorry that we've been hearing the same music for like weeks. Alright. Bat number 2. Here's another really good one. I'm going to drop this one in the Discord if anybody wants to use that. And there's gonna be some similarities, right, between these and bug wings that we'll notice, like all the veiny segmented bits, I think, too. I might just do a quick study of this. I don't know. I think they're like mapping out the veins or something right here in different types of bats. I just like these shapes, and I like that you can see, like, this bat clearly has wing membrane on both sides of its leg, like super, super long, and this one has it really short. So yeah, I must have been seeing a leg membrane. That must be what that was. Interesting, interesting. I'm not sure if I want to do another. I'll do that later. I don't do all my studies on stream, guys, so I'm going to try and find some fun poses to do now. Wings in various positions seems like a good plan. And I think it's interesting, like, some bats, I don't know, they just, like, some have bigger hands compared to body size. So, like, look at this boy. This one is crazy. I don't know if it's a young bat, but look how big his hands are. They're almost like frog hands. I'm gonna draw this boy. So far these are pretty easy. This shouldn't be taking too long, hopefully. I'll move this. There we go. Come on, Sai. Go out with a bang. The music hasn't repeated for you yet. Nice, nice. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, isn't that kind of fun though? Like, look how big his hands are. It's so cute. I think it must be a baby. Like maybe it's like puppies, how they grow into their feet, you know? Maybe he just hasn't grown into his hands yet. I don't know why. Reach down. I'm gonna start him a little smaller than the last one. I started too big last time. Here's his little feet. Little short wings. Still did it too big. I just like the shape here. It's really good. I know I'm not quite doing it the way I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm just looking at just this really nice shape that he's got, honestly. And it's kind of fun to see how their little wing flaps attach. It's almost like a butterfly. Like if you were to take out, you know, all the batty bits. I've never really noticed how straight some of these hands can be before. That's kind of interesting to me. So it's like almost a, like just straight up and down little wing claw. Obviously his little thumb poking out. So like these little knuckles, I'm gonna map them out a little bit. His little elbow. So knuckly. And then like these really strong shoulder muscles, which totally makes sense. It's interesting to me to see how short the upper arm is and how long and how, like, just for all the power, you know, like that motion. It's like this really short bone. And then all the flexibility of like just everything, the whole hand and forearm. It's really fun. Can you imagine like without, like I'm trying to imagine this animal moving without the wings, like just as a skeleton. So crazy looking. It's like horror game creature design right there. I'm sure it exists. I doubt I'm the first person to look at a bat and be like, that's kind of creepy. It's like almost like there's a whole genre of creature based on that. Couldn't possibly name one. Little fingers are kind of bent, those, when I'm noticing some of these guys. I guess that must just be the flapping motion, maybe. Oh, he's got a little hole! Poor little boy. Got injured. Right there. Give him his little face. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Like I said, these are going to be quick. I'm not worried about precision. I'm more worried about shape. Alright, let's find a fun pose now. That's enough pretty straightforward ones here. No, come back. I wanted that reference. Don't you dare, Pinterest. Don't you dare. Okay. Oh, also, I'm sorry, I have to go put this in. I have a very fun bat gift that I never get to use. I should have put it on the opening today. Bat study. So magnificent. Okay, anyway. Alright, let's do one from a different angle. Such as this one. I also think I might use some really fun ones. Mostly, honestly, these flying foxes have really great wing anatomy studies. Like, there's a really great folded wing we could do. I'll try to be more prepared with my references tomorrow, guys. Today was not the day. Yeah, some really great poses here. And I love all of the folds that you can see going on in their wings. Another really good one. Like, I mean, the dragon almost draws itself, guys, at this point. Alright, let's do the more basic one first. We'll do this little guy. Wings from above. And I do want to do some bug wings for sure today. I do like those shapes though. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Come here. I mean, come on, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Hey, Slappy, how's it going? Oh man, I totally missed you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the happy... The frog had a big leaf, I know, right? I missed some chat, I'm sorry. Yeah, please, get out the old bat character. Batto! Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy, right? Flap your arms whenever you had to go anywhere, your shoulders never felt too right. Oh, I know. Like, if you blew up a bat, they'd be super, super strong, right? I love your flying paleo salute, Charlie's Dragon. Thank you. Thank you. If you think that's creepy, have you ever seen oh no, actually, that does sound familiar. A Colugo? Maybe I have. I feel like maybe I've heard of this, but I've forgotten what it is. This is a small bat-like animal. Oh yeah! They're like the little funny sugar glider dudes, like eye, flappy skin bits. Yeah, have you seen the hammerhead bat? You guys want to study it? Ooh, kind of want to draw this. The underbelly of it, though, is creepy as heck. Okay, but here's a cute picture of one. So I did want to do actually like a flying squirrel potentially, or like some kind of furry, like other types of skin flap wings that aren't just bats. So we may get into that, because I feel like you could do a lot with this with like a dragon design. You know, like look at these hands. You guys probably can't see that super well. Like those are some big old paws there. You know, like that would be a really fun thing to incorporate into a dragon design. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Totally forgot about these animals. They're so cool though. But yeah, the underbelly can look a little creepy. But they're really neat, honestly. Like any animal that, like the flying snakes too. Flying lemurs. Lots of really cool stuff. I'm gonna get distracted, but I will come back to these. Alright, let's draw this little boy. Little pose. So cute. How are you guys doing today? Oh, I did add that, didn't I? A ramble signal. like when I need to get back on task. Or if you're just trying to alert the chat that I've gotten onto one of my little tangents. I got a little tangenty last week. Sleep deprivation will do that to you. Although that's, to be fair, that might be a little bit of an excuse. I kind of am a little tangenty anyway. But, yeah. Anyway. Ramble signal. Why would we ever want to call Casey up for rambling? It's, you know, you can use it however you want to. I thought I set up I think I didn't finish setting it up. I'm sorry. I wanted to set up a little like pop-up that would come up like when it's happening, you know, just like a little animation of some kind. I haven't found one that I want. Maybe like tumbleweeds going across the screen or something. If you guys have suggestions for what I should do with that, let me know. Let me know. I think maybe you just missed it, Sloppy, but I got pretty ranty last week. If you want to go back and check those out, they're still up on the VODs. Okay, I'm getting too into the bat here. Hold on. What I'm going to pay attention to on this one is what parts of the arm and what parts of the musculature and stuff can I see through the skin. Like, how does the skin sit on this wing, right? So I'm still going to do my basic forms, right? And kind of map out the hand. Here's his little thumb sticking out. That little wrist bump that we looked at earlier in the skeleton. It's like now I know why that's there, so I can remember to like, oh, this is the ulna or the radial bone. I'm not sure which one. Poking through a little bit. Look at his little fluffy face. Oh my goodness. Oh, little flying puppers. Air horn sound. Hey guys, so my drink froze a little bit. In my mini fridge since I was last here. It's kind of a slushy. sort of nice. I just wasn't ready for that. Okay. It's all part of the creative process, yeah, something like that. There are a lot of weird monkey critters, yeah. Yeah, just aware. Let Casey ramble for 10 minutes? No. Maybe I should do okay, that's enough, Casey. that one can be the call-out one. This is more just like a warning. Like, hey, a rant is happening. I don't know, you can use it as a call-out. I just think it's I get a little self-conscious about it, so like I kind of want to stop rambling quite as much. But I'm sorry, I had to draw his cute eye. I know we're studying wings, but anyway, in case you missed it, for those who just popped in, it is the Year of the Dragon starts, I believe, on Saturday. And next week, I found on some calendar, probably the same one that told me which one was Dinosaur Week, said that next week is Dragon Week. So I figured the warm-up streams leading up to and through next week could be like studying parts of anatomy of creatures. And it's good practice because for me, because I don't do this kind of study enough. But also, I do want to do, like, human anatomy studies on these eventually, with, like, pointing out specific things about, like, hands, feet, like, things people have trouble drawing and kind of avoid a lot. And then, I mean, I haven't taken a figure drawing class in, like, over a decade. I really wish I could find one here locally to take. I may just, honestly, just take a random college credit someday and just, like, show up. But, anyway. I just find those really helpful, personally. So, if anybody is wanting to get better in anatomy and you haven't taken a figure drawing class at, like, a community college or just, like, sometimes you can even find art clubs that just, like, they pitch in and hire a model and draw for a few hours. It's so helpful. You learn so much. It's so much better than drawing something on a screen that's already flattened. Like when you have to actually figure out... Anyway, see, this is art ramble. But yeah, like in some ways this is easier. Actually, in a lot of ways, I think this is easier than actually having to take a three-dimensional form and like you make the decision about how to flatten that into 2D, and it helps you to really learn kind of the three-dimensional structure, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, just trying to encourage anybody who does want to get better, or just, you know, wants to refresh some rusty skills. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing a figure drawing thing on here, because, you know, Twitch, and also various reasons, but we might do some, there are some really good, I think it's like Croquis Cafe, and there's a few other really good gesture drawing sites that do like clothed models, like they're timed, so we could do those together maybe. But anyway, that's for down the road. This is just a practice kind of getting ready for that. But I'll share links to those resources in my Discord if anyone wants them. Alright, little guy, you're all sketched. Let's do this one. I love the way he's looking at me. So ominous, yet so cute. How do you do this, Mr. Bat? I don't actually think bats are that scary, though, to be honest. I think they're just like, yeah, especially these guys. But it's fun to look at the different... Did I post this one in Discord? I can't remember. I think I did. Nope, I did not. There you go. It's just fun to look at, like, the different folds in the wings, I think. We're going to do some more complex ones here in a second, and then I'll switch over to bug wings. So bug wings is number 2. Oops, I lost chat. Hold on. I feel like you should read up more on animals evolving to fill a specific role in the ecosystem. It would be fun to... Yeah, it would be. I still say you should tie a little bell ringing to that routine. I could do... Yeah, whatever you guys think. Might not notice it on the stream. That's true. I might do like a quiet sound alert. I don't know. Sometimes sound alerts sort of stress me out, and I feel a little like it's just too much, especially with the music. But I might find something that's a little bit like twinkling, maybe. I don't know. Something calm sounding, but still noticeable somehow. I just like this triangle shape, guys. That's really why we're drawing this. First you deal a snowstorm and now a frozen drink. Yeah, so my studio, I don't know if I've shown you guys the studio. For those who are new, if you want to see, my studio is basically just a outdoor building. Oops, I broke my camera. Hold on. That's why I don't turn it too often. It's not very, I mean, it's kind of like a long shed, basically, that got remodeled. They put like hardwood flooring and like insulated walls and, gosh, I really messed this up. There we go. And there's like heat and air conditioning, so it's fine, except for I can't leave the heat on when I'm not here. So there's been multiple times. Actually, we had a below zero, like a series of days that were like -10 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but it's pretty cold. And it was snowing and I couldn't get here, so I just kind of wrapped everything. I think I even unplugged my fridge, but I came in my entire water tank because they don't have plumbing out here, so I just have like a water basin to wash my hands in. And there's a bathroom, it's just outside of the building. But the whole thing was just solid block of ice. And yeah, the stuff in my fridge had frozen. I actually had some canned food because I have like emergency canned food that I keep in my little snack drawer here for like if I forget dinner and I need something more than a granola bar. And like a lot of it had the cans had burst and like they were leaking. So it gets pretty cold in here when I'm not here during the winter, unfortunately. Which is part of why I took my new computer home that week because I was too worried about it breaking and my Cintiq. I took those things back home that week. I love that. I love when a beer does that. Oh, do you? Yeah. I am not a huge beer drinker, but I do, I do enjoy a little bit of the slush. Yard waste day and trash day and move. Yeah, I know. It's kind of fun. I can like make my calendar public that I kind of put a bunch of random stuff on it. But they're like apparently today is Monarch Day, which is why I decided to do bug wings. So fun fact, it's a Monarch Day, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm assuming monarch butterfly and not like the monarchy is my assumption. I guess I probably could have looked into that a little closer. But feel free to look up some fun ones. If you guys find fun holidays, especially if they sound like they could be thematic somehow for a warm-up stream, let me know. It's kind of fun. We have one at work. I should probably see where they got it. At my day job, they've got one that's just like obscure holidays calendar. It's like it's like one of those tearaway calendars, like every day is a different one. And it's just like all these random like ice cream day and boss day and just, I don't know, just random. But that one might be kind of a fun one too. Maybe I'll see if they can give it to me when they're done with it. I do like how you can see the little knuckles. Like you can see that he's like, his little hands are curled. Knuckle, knuckle, knuckle. Boop. Boop. And then you've got the little finger knuckles right here kind of by his face. Which is why it's helpful to have looked at, I think, just a little bit of what the skeletal structure is underneath, so you kind of know what you're drawing and why you're drawing it. Because I can see his little arm bone right there. There's his wrist. Knuckles. So cute. And here's his little finger. He's got his hand kind of curled around. Because I can see this right here. This right here. Like that's all his little, that's all this hand. He's got it tucked kind of funny. That short upper finger that kind of just ends right there. It's kind of nice. Keeps it out of the way when he's all bundled like this. And then the skin folds are really interesting. I wanna really study those too. Just kind of looking at where the skin is pulling on what part of the hand is gonna help inform. I probably need to do like a bunch of these, honestly. I might do more of these later today off stream, just to kind of practice. But I hope for those of you who are trying to, you know, improve your art and draw more and all that stuff, I hope these are helpful and get you kind of inspired to go look at your own reference and maybe find your own projects that you can apply this stuff to. I messed this up somehow. Hold on. Here we go. Trying to remember those lines we looked at where they're pretty much in a straight line. Kind of helps me figure out where I messed up just now, so I'm glad we looked at that earlier. And then it attaches to his little feet up here, so it's like a little blankie. Alright, let me catch up again. I think I missed more chat. For some reason it's not auto-scrolling for me. Yeah, 3D to 2D is a big deal. I miss figure drawing classes so much. Me too, seriously. I only was able to take... So I'm actually... I probably said this before. I'm a teacher by training. I'm not... I mean, I was an art teacher, so I took as many art classes as I could, but there really weren't that many... like that much variety at the school that I went to as far as like specificity. There was like figure drawing 1 and figure drawing 2, and I took both of those. And then you kind of had like, you could just like choose electives for all your art classes. So I tried to get as much variety as I could, but I really wish I could have done more like illustration courses and like really done a lot more study. But I mean, to be fair, most of that stuff you can really do on your own. You don't have to go to college for those things, which is the nice thing about art, right? With the, like, you know, for illustration. Now, like, animation and, like, things that are super technical that I don't understand those programs, I'm sure you could learn it on your own, but it's probably a lot easier to learn it from somebody who's, like, skilled in that. But anyway, yeah. Highly recommend, again, figure drawing classes. Cinchi Stock has a website with all their pose references. Nice! I don't know if I have that one. Let me actually double check. See, this is why I have to stop my little timer. Because I go down rabbit holes, guys. Welcome to my streams. Wait, where's my art tab? What? Wait. Oh, phew. I almost had a panic attack, guys. I thought I deleted my entire... I have like a whole folder. Let's see if I have Cinchi stream. I don't think I have that one. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. We'll look at that later. What's it called? Cinchi... I lost it. Where did it go? I'll find it. Cinchi Stock. There it is. Okay. Thank you. Always taking recommendations like that, guys. Wait, is this a stock artist on DeviantArt? I actually think I actually used to follow them. Some of these look really familiar. I'll have to pin that. Website with all their pose references set to a timer. Let's go to their website here. Adorka stock. Cute. Very cool. I am going to save this. Come on. No! Come on, Firefox. Don't do this to me. Not you too. Yeah, I don't think I have this website. Thank you. It's called a Dorcas stock for anybody who wants it, which is a very cute name. Negative 23C. Yes, that's gold. Yeah, thank you for doing the conversion. You know, lost foods are... Yeah. Agreed. Okay, let me catch up. Too many days. Yeah, it's been chilly. House is several hundred years old. Wait, what? Your house is several hundred years old. That's true. Europe is so old. Oh no. Yikes. Oh my gosh. I feel like probably monarchy. That was my first thought. No way. I hope not. Their wings are like a blanket. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm caught up. Sweet. Wait. Fun fact. In Swedish, bat is called fladdermus, which means flappy mouths. I mean, that's kind of what they are. I love... Who was it? Somebody in a stream somewhere was talking the other day about how descriptive a lot of European languages are about, like, names for animals. I forget what the example was, but they were using... I think they were saying German. Maybe this person was German. But they were like, yeah, literally the name for this animal is... blah blah blah, and it just means like it's just a description of what it looks like, essentially, which is really funny. I don't know why that makes me laugh. I'm sure we have animals like that in English. I just can't. Like maybe reindeer? No, because it was like originally like a sled driving stock animal, maybe. I'm sure they exist. I just thought it was really funny to point out. Okay, let's do maybe one more complex bat pose, and then I'll move on to bugs. I want to do another foldy, crunkly wing sort of a pose here. You guys, I know that look at this. This is a cute animal. Look at his big ears. He's so cute. Ah, we're not drawing him. I'm just sharing it with you. Sorry. So cute, I'm angry. Ah, look at those big ears. Okay, but have you guys ever seen a hammerhead bat? Hold on. This is a tangent. We need a tangent alert maybe too. Casey just nerding out about things. Oh my gosh, it's this very tiny... Is this a baby? Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this thing I just found. Short-nosed bat. It's a small bat that lives in South Asia. You guys, look at those hands. Maybe it's a baby, or maybe it just looks like this, but I really like it. Okay, I'm going to show you a hammerhead bat, which is not as cute. And then I'm going to find one more bat photo. I'm pausing my timer for this. These things look like... It's like a bat with a horse face. Oof, I'm trying to find one that really shows how unique it is. Look at this animal. It's a cool pose, actually. I like his wings, how they curl up. It's also got little webbed toes back there. Yeah, but these almost look like a Jim Henson like fake animal. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Like, this is not a cryptid. This is a real creature. Bring me holiday, almost lovers always do. Okay. I've lost my great bat pictures. Hold on. I know I saved one that was really crunkly. Ooh. I forgot I had this. Also, just enjoy that picture for a second while I find the wing picture that I was going to use. Here's a good one. Ooh, here's one. This is a wet flying fox. He must have just gone fishing or something. I do like that pose. Might draw that for a dragon later. Alright, where's the one that I pulled? This is why I gotta get my references ahead of time. I'm sorry, guys. I may just skip ahead to bugs, and then if I find this picture, I'll come back to it. So I don't want to spend too much time. I really have so much I have to do. Last week kicked my butt really hard. Like, it was really fun doing the extra stream on Tuesday, but I had so much going on. I just, really, yeah. I really probably should have stayed later that day and gotten more done. I was so tired. Alright, okay, can't find the bat wing, so try one more search. See if I can pull it back up. I had a really cool one saved, and I don't know where it went. It showed like the knobbly, like just the interesting poses that they can go into, but I can't find it. Finding a lot of really cool ones of them like swooping over water though. Bat swoop. Okay, well, we'll just pass on this for now. Sorry guys. I'll sketch this guy really fast just because I like that pose, and we'll move on from this so I'm not just spending all my stream searching for references. I'll be more prepared tomorrow. We're doing horns, spikes, and spines tomorrow. We did antlers when we did cervid last week, so I'm probably not going to do antlers tomorrow. But anyway, let's do this one bat pose. At least it's a little bit different. It's got some curvature, and I really like how this picture specifically shows you just like how the lighting can break through. Like you can imply form with lighting. It's really fun. I've tried to play with that a little bit in some of my work, but I haven't done it in a while, to be honest. I can't even remember the last time I drew a non-feathered wing. So I'm a little rusty. Okay. He looks sleepy. Look at him. He's like doing his morning stretch, you know? But you can see his little arm right here, so I'm going to sketch that in. Little finger. And then this guiding pointer finger here. You can tell his other hand, his little hand, as you will. It's kind of right there. It comes down with his other finger. Here's that one that we've been talking about that's like straight down. So I'm actually going to draw it kind of this way because I know just because we were looking at it that they have like almost perfect line, like perfectly lined up with each other. So I know this claw is going this way. So that's how I know that that is just the back part of that. So yeah, remember your anatomy. Even though it looks a little funny, it'll help it make more sense. And then I know this is connecting, because we have our fingers, right? We've got our top finger here. It sort of blends in right here. You can't really distinguish them very well. You can see a little better right here. It's on this bat, it's like super close to the other one. But remember, skin's not just going to go up on its own and then come down like that. That reminds me that there is a bone right there, if that makes sense. So I know that it's here, even though the foreshortening right here makes it to where I can't really see it that well. But that's what that is right there. And so that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. So there's no more fingers, right? Hands have 5. Of course, we'll be drawing dragons, so you can do what you want with that later. But that tells me that this curves back this way. Right? So that's the back side of the wing, and that's what's causing this shadow. Now obviously the shadow is curved, right, because the wing is curved, so we'll talk more about lighting in some other streams probably, but for now I'm just kind of explaining why I'm putting things where I'm putting them. And that's how I also know the tension is right there, and that's how I can help connect it. Oh, his little toe, it's like a little monkey foot. Connect it to his leg up here, right? A little fuzzy leg, little back. Yeah, I don't have too many examples of where I've done this. Kind of using the light to show the shape. But I do kind of want to color this just because of that, because it is fun. It's fun to study things like this. See, and you can see his little finger poking out, and then there's that really straight pinky finger, right? This is the pinky finger sticking out. It's like, if I could break my hand and put it that way, it would be like that. But it's the same bits, just in a different order. And again, his little other foot's hanging or something, but I know that the tension is going that way. Here's his little hand, here's that top finger, middle finger, ring finger. If we were to use, you know, human anatomy terms. Little knuckles, finger knuckles. Boop, boop, boop. He's sleepy. The sleepy little flying doggo. Real quick, just because I want to, I'm going to use the watercolor brush and just see if I can play with this a bit. I love that bright orange. It's too hard not to draw that. Could just select the color, but I'm trying to be better about not relying on that as much, so it's a good practice for me to try to find my own colors here. But we'll do a bug in a minute. Let's do butterfly wings, dragonfly wings. Are there any other like insect wings you guys think are kind of fun to look at that you'd like to study? For wings today, we can go for another half hour. Spent a lot of time on bats. I'll probably draw a few more off stream once I find those darn reference pictures, but I would like to do some bug wings. Those are fun. So if you have any that you'd like, I've got some dragonfly and butterfly wings here pulled up, ready to go, but, well, at least on my Pinterest. They're not, like, copied yet. Shouldn't take me as long. Just want to play with, yeah, finding these colors here. So a fun trick, now I'm going to kind of exaggerate some of this a little bit just to show you guys what I'm talking about, but a fun way to show light breaking through something, if you didn't know, probably a lot of you do, because I know there's a lot of people who draw on here. But if you notice look really closely at the way the light is here, if you'll notice, the closer it is to like a hard body, so like the arms here, the fingers, like this little crease here, it's darker. And then the lightest part of the wing is going to be kind of in the middle of that fleshy area. So one way you can emphasize that, if you didn't know to do this in your piece, or in your pieces, whatever you're doing, right? Whenever you're drawing, is to just kind of, I like to do this with watercolor brushes when I'm working digitally, just because I think they do a nice job of blending typically. But I also just don't have a lot of options in Sci. So we're just using this because. But I'll show you right here. So to help me apply that shadow, I like using, this is not a very strong watercolor brush, hold on. Let's use this brush. There we go. I like using more color in my shadows, so even though it looks kind of like a grayish blue, I'm gonna still lean more into this. I might step into the purple. If you cool off your shadows, it helps to make the light kind of pop. And I don't know, they don't have to be as saturated either. You can kind of play with saturation and stuff. But I like to leave mine just a little bit colorful, right? Because it helps to, I don't know, just makes the image come more alive, I guess, to me. Now you can see a little color right there. I might exaggerate that slightly just for the purposes of this. In the middle of the day, when we hear you say everything's okay. This is from your room. But another fun trick you can do is to kind of put the brightest point of highlight. I'm going to exaggerate it and go a little bit more yellow. Just kind of like right on the edge of a very, very dark shape. That can really kind of bring that out a bit. Anyway, just some fun things to play with, especially if you're working digitally or if you're looking for something to try to kind of change up the way you do things. This is how I'm thinking about it when I'm usually coloring anything in that has kind of like a lighting effect. So like for me, I find things like this helpful even if I'm not doing like a super finished piece. Like obviously this is not a very finished little guy here. He's pretty sketchy. But it's more of like a study of light, right? There's more than one way to study an image. You can pick images for the anatomy, but also, you know, don't be afraid to experiment with some lighting. It can really do a lot for your work if you're trying to improve. And notice, like, even though these are the same color, look how much brighter, almost white, this is where it's catching the sun versus the part that's in shadow, right? So you can kind of, that's part of why I like like watercolor brushes and stuff, because you can kind of leave in some of that and it still looks pretty good. Another thing to keep in mind when you're working is that just in general, most of the time our eyes are going to be drawn to warm colors first. So when you're trying to influence the way somebody is looking at your piece, a lot of times whatever is warm is going to pop to us first. Even though they're technically in the same plane, we're looking at the reds, those bright oranges and reds, before we're looking at the other stuff. Now, again, I'm not super worried about accuracy here. I'm just trying to just take note of where I'm seeing color, and then I'm going to go in with my little watercolor brush and kind of blend it a bit. Yeah. You're gonna lump in my phone, you're gonna sing the words wrong. And I can blend out some of the hard edges here by using a smaller brush, kind of bringing in some more of that orange and kind of pushing away the edge of that red. You could go in and play with the veining too if you wanted to. I'm probably going to move on to bugs though, so just wanted to talk about that for a little bit, and yeah, we'll move on. Don't really have time to get into it as much as I'd like, so again, maybe off stream, maybe later today, we'll see. I gotta open the phone, although it is kind of fun to play with veins. Hold on. That's too big. Also, I love how you can see some of this. It almost looks like the skin folds here, casting their own shadow, like, because those don't really necessarily, they're too straight, I think, to be veins. It's interesting. Just interesting to note this stuff, you know? Left hand love, sing a song, and took a lump in my throat, the words wrong. Now I know I don't see these, but I know I drew a little bit more of the wing here, so I'm just going to fill in what I know to be going on here, which is all that crazy veining. A little bit of veining here, and let's move on. Okay, anyway. Bat yoga! Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Please be careful out there. Good luck. Be safe out there. Lagam core. Hold on. Wait, what is that? It looks like some weird fruit at first. Hold on, I was not paying attention to stream, I'm sorry. Birds and snow critters who had to AFK in the middle of a conversation that actually terrified bats. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that, Sloppy. I apologize. Well, we're almost done with bats. We're gonna move on to bugs, so hopefully you're not as afraid of bugs. Fledermaus. Cute. Oh, it sounds really similar to the, yeah, other ones. Interesting. Very similar. I was stuck in quarantine with COVID at my grandma's house when one started flying around the room above my head at night. Oh no! Okay, so there's a really funny video about a guy trying to catch a bat. And he has like a really strong, I think it's like a Scottish or Irish accent. Have you guys seen that? Hold on. You can't even handle butterflies? Oh no, this may not be the stream for you, Sloppy. We're about to draw all the things you're terrified of. I am so sorry. Alright, well I'll get this terrifying glowing bat off the screen for you. But I hope, hopefully for anybody who hasn't drawn bats before, hopefully some of that was helpful, breaking it down. So let's come down here and do some bugs. Let's see, where's my bug? Apparently I closed my Pinterest. Can I please show this? Oh no, I won't show it here. I'll show it in Discord, because I found a leucistic fruit bat that I had pinned. I thought was pretty cool. Alright. where are my invertebrates? Where's my invertebrates page? What? Wait, is this it? Invertebrates. Okay, phew. I was like, I know I've got one. It's not a huge folder, but it does exist. Okay. So let's do, I like praying mantis wings too, but let's start with a more simple one. So we're going to look at a cicada and a butterfly. Now butterflies obviously have all kinds of shapes, but there's 3 or 4 of them that I've got here that I think are pretty fun to look at. So let's do a basic, gosh, that's so pretty. Let's do a basic one though, just so we can see the basic shapes first of like a butterfly or a moth or like these small lace wing critters. So here's a good one. I like that a lot. And before anyone says you can't have butterfly wings on a dragon, says who? When we do dragons next week, if you want to do bug wings on your dragon, I think that is 100% fine. Oh, let me post in Discord. Hold on. In fact, I'll go ahead and post the ones I'm probably going to pull up here. These are the ones that I've got saved. In case anyone's going a little faster than me, because I'm being a little ranty today. Just today. I'm never ranty, though. I definitely didn't make a whole redeem command for it, so... Alright, I posted the ones that I'm probably going to use in Discord, so if anyone needs those. There's another pretty nice one I've got pinned that shows the cicada wing. Ooh, actually this one's a little better. Let's do this above one. Oh wow, look at you. Look at you! We're going to do this one too, for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and get that one in here. Wait, where'd he go? How come it went straight in here the first time? What? Look at that beautiful, beautiful view of those wings. Okay, let's get started. So butterfly wings. Wait, hold on. Wait, they're fine on screen. Posted your back character, nice. I'll check into it. Looks like a little old man. Yep. Yeah, I'm behind on chat, sorry. As long as they're not flying over my head. Okay, perfect. I just meant that the experience of getting buzzed by one had such a lasting impact. Okay, so don't watch the video that I'm going to share a link to after stream of the guy chasing the bat, trying to get it out of his house, because it's hilarious, and you'll won't like it. It'll give you PTSD. Okay, but it makes me laugh a lot, so. I may have made this a little too small, but that's okay. I've got another good butterfly one. So from my understanding, and I'm definitely not as practiced at butterfly wings, but my typical understanding is that most bugs in general have essentially 4 wings, right? So they've got like the top one and the bottom one. Especially butterflies, dragonflies, beetles. I think it even follows for, like, obviously cicadas. Actually, no, cicadas just have 2. Cicadas are different. They just have that top one. But usually it's kind of like shaped something like that, almost like a bird wing on top, and the bottom one tends to be, sometimes it's got little tails, or like is at different angles, right? So we're gonna start, I forget which one's on top. Is it the top one? It makes sense that the top one would be on top. I think it's the top one. So I'm just going to practice this basic shape really fast. And the reason I chose this one is because you can really see the segments of the wing here. So I'm just going to practice that part, to be honest. Usually they've got this little bit at the top. So it's almost like you have like a guiding, obviously they don't have bones, but it's like this guiding, I don't know if it'd be a membrane or an exoskeleton or something. But this is almost like the arm, right? It's almost like the shoulder and the arm. And then you've got your bits that come off to kind of segment the wing. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Each butterfly is slightly different. It's hard to distinguish. I feel like. But if you were to look really closely, like I can see this one's got like 3 segments at the top. This one only has 1. Or it has 3, but this one's really skinny. So, anyway. They always kind of look like little, like if you were to open up a, what am I trying to say, like an orange, like a citrus, you know how they have those little like polypy bits that are all kind of connected like this? That's always what it reminds me of. I don't know if that's accurate, but it makes me think of it. And I'm not super practiced at this, so these aren't going to be uber amazing or anything. But it is good practice. Does anyone listen to Kaleo? I don't know what he's singing about, but it sounds so sad, and I'm pretty sure it's in, well, it's definitely not in English. I just don't know what language it is. I thought it was German, but this doesn't sound as German as I would think. I like how you can see this other little wing in the background there. But I'm not entirely confident about what's happening, so I'm not going to draw that. Kind of like with the bat wing, until I know what I'm drawing, I'd prefer not to practice the wrong thing. So look at you and your proud little butterfly self. Boop, boop. I actually had a piece I was going to work on that has a lot of butterflies in it, so I need to practice this anyway. That may be going in my portfolio, we'll see. So I feel like even after just like one, I'm already feeling a little more confident, so hopefully these will keep getting slightly better as we go. The first one's a little rough. Yeah, horseflies have 2 wings. Yeah, so it just depends, right? Because this is an insect, but it's got, I guess maybe are cicadas giant flies? I actually don't know much about insect taxonomy. They only have 2. Or no, they do have 4. I was right. Look at that. Look at this other picture I put in here and I didn't even look at when I was trying to remember. Okay, where is it? Why isn't it working? No, not copy text. What is wrong with you, computer? Copy the image, please. That's all I want. Come here. Where are you? See, look at that. So there are 4 wings. So yeah, like dragonflies, cicada. Oh yeah, you can even see them kind of loosely under here too. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I don't know. Praying mantis have really cool wings too, if you guys haven't seen those. Come on, move. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, thanks for letting me catch up. If butterflies are vertebrates, I wonder what muscle would become their big buff flight muscle. I mean, we could look at a really close-up of a butterfly. I'm sorry, I just had a very funny picture pulled up on my... Trying to find a good underbelly shot. Ooh, look at this animal. What? Who gave you the right, sir, to be this pretty? That's just ridiculous. Well, I don't know where that butterfly picture went. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's the top side. Where's the underside? Here it is. So I would imagine if it was a vertebrate, it's kind of weird, right? Because I think with the exoskeleton, like there's muscle that's like on the inside and it's attached differently. But like this bit right here is what I think would be. Why can't I undo that? Well, apparently I can't undo now, so that's really exciting. Thank you so much, keyboard. You are useless. Everything's dying. Yeah, I would imagine it would be like that. Oh, now it lets me undo. What the heck? So I imagine it would be like, here's the arm, here's the leg, or whatever. I think there's like 3 sets of legs, right? And then they'd have like an extra set of arms doing that. So they actually have really big, like, chest cavities, I guess. I honestly don't know what the terms are for bugs, but I imagine that would all be muscle if they were vertebrates, you know? Like, it would be the same. Let's see, we'll do a little red line here. I imagine this would just be like muscles, you know? And then we'd have our similar, like, hand bits. Except more of them, right? I don't know how it would quite, it'd be like if animals had like 15 toes. Or I mean, if mammals had 15 toes. But yeah, you can almost like overlay something else onto it, you know? Although they'd have another little set of arms at the back too for the other wing, wherever that is in this. Yeah, something like that. But like these would all be like back and shoulder muscles, and they'd have to have like huge pecs, you know, to support the flapping of that. So I imagine it would be something like, you know, Butterfly Man right here. Boop. He's so happy. He's so strong. Anyway. Enjoy that. So we talked about this somewhat before, but if you're having trouble with like the overlaps and stuff, and you want to make sure it's easy to read what's on top of the other, you can always do your line weight stuff. So like this bottom wing I think is overlapping because the top wing is on top, obviously. Kind of like our bird feathers, if you remember, on the underside of the wing, the bottom primary feather, right, was always like that. And this was so when they push against each other, they have something to push against, so it's like that same concept. And then of course on the top side it would be the opposite way, so you would always see the most extended primary, so like here's our bird wing, would be on the other side. So the flight mechanics work the same, it's just the shape of the wing that's different. Sorry, that energy tea has given me like weird hiccups. I apologize for the strange noises coming out of me at the moment. Hopefully it passes. Alright, I feel like I have this one pretty much down. I don't really want to... Let's look at a different butterfly shape really fast. I do like this one that it's folded up really nicely and you can see the other wing behind, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's pull up that little green butterfly. Where'd you go? There you are. It's fun to look at moth and butterfly wing shapes because they have so much, man, there's just so much variety in that whole branch. Like, look at the pretty way these are shaped. Love that. It's that nice undercurve, kind of gentle. It's really, really lovely. Almost looks like a little bow tie. Darn. Hold on. Drew that on the wrong layer, guys. That's inconvenient. It's getting kind of warm. Oh, sorry, 1 second. They look like Pokemon. You know, Pokemon was actually based off of bug catching, so that might be why. Like in birds, you can see that it's their pecks because their wings, their arms. Yeah, for sure. Cicadas are in the suborder along with smaller jumping bugs, such as leafhoppers. Oh, nice. Thank you, Wikipedia and Charlie's Dragon. Triple pecks. Hummingbirds flutter their wings as fast as an insect. Yeah, it would probably be similar to hummingbird. That's a good point. Actually, maybe it would be something like hummingbird microraptor combo. Yeah, for sure. Moths are crazy cool. They are. They look like Pokemon. Terrified of moths. Oh no, everyone's so afraid of all the animals I'm drawing today. You know what? I had never heard of anyone being afraid of moths until I met my roommate, and she's terrified of moths. Like, wasps isn't afraid, but, well, I mean, like, doesn't want to be stung, but, like, she freaks out if there's a moth. I'm the opposite. I'm like, this is just a soft butterfly. Like, I don't, like, there's literally nothing you can do that can hurt me. But a wasp? Like, get me out of this room. They're like aggro bees. Like, I'm not as afraid of bees. I feel like bees don't sting as wantonly as a wasp. Although, you know what I found out yesterday? Or not yesterday, the other day. Is apparently bees don't always lose their stingers when they sting certain creatures. I guess when they sting wasps and things, they're actually able to do multiple stings. Their stingers are designed to sting other insects, and they don't kill them. But like mammal skin, specifically like people skin, I guess, especially, something about the texture of our skin, like the little barbs, the barbs, I guess, help to cut into like an insect skeleton and like remove it. But like on mammal skin, it like catches and just yanks it off. It's crazy. Yeah. Poor bees. They didn't know they were gonna die. I wonder if they would sting less wantonly. Why is nothing working in Clip Studio right now? It's like not letting me undo. It's not switching between eraser. There we go. Anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. So there you go. Also love the fuzzy shoulder ruff going on here. Anyway, getting a little caught up. Let's draw the little bits. This almost looks like a fake animal. But yeah, do you guys see what I mean when I'm talking about like the orange segments? Like these just look... I think I skipped one. Shoot. Hold on. 1 second. I'm getting a little lost already. I skipped the second one. This one. Autumn turns leaves, winter will bring nothing's going up here. Oh, this one like attaches really high. That's how you're seeing that. I see. Never last, fireflies there. Man, these are really complex. Hold on. I'm doing this poorly. I did this wing too short. Snowing out there goes over the know about us. There we go. That's a little better. That's what fireflies wish. Alright, fake animal that looks unreal. This is clearly fake news, guys. I shouldn't joke about that. This is going to be a rough year for that. Alright, cool. Anyway, butterfly shapes. Oh no, hold on, I'm missing scary stories, aren't I? Shoot. Guess mammal skin has more give and traps the stinger more, yeah. Which insects have a tough exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. It makes sense. It's just like, oh. I was like 10 and woke up in the middle of the night seeing something crawl around my blanket and I was so terrified I cried. Oh, what was it? Oh no. Was it a moth? That's fair. I mean, I can understand something like that, like scarring you and making you like, moths are the scariest thing ever. Totally get it. I will stand still for a bee that's being inquisitive. A wasp, I don't trust. I don't trust as far as I can throw them. Guided hornets out of the cabin with my uncle. Yeah, oof. They're just so aggressive. Like here, I don't know what kind of wasps you have, but here especially in the southern part of the U.S., there's just so, like most, it feels like the majority of the wasps you find are yellow jackets. And yellow jackets are just angry, angry creatures. Like they don't care if you are being still. They don't care. They don't care what you're doing. Like if you're close to them, they're like, yeah, I don't really like that. I'm gonna kill you, I think. Like they're just not fun. So maybe that's why I'm just like, maybe growing up in Texas where they're like everywhere just made it very no-go for me. But you can't stand earthworms. Huh. No idea why, I just can't deal with the wiggling. I definitely don't pick up earthworms and feed them to my chickens, ever. I don't ever just walk around after the rain, gathering earthworms that are crawling up on the pavement and feed them to my chickens. That's not a thing that I would ever do. I might think about it though. Hey, I got to do a mod thing, guys. My mod decided to work. That's exciting. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I thought I turned off my mod thing. I don't know why auto mod is on again, because I'm pretty sure I turned it off last stream. But it turns out Streamlabs is tenacious. Alright, I'm gonna just look at the wing here, guys. I'm not gonna draw the whole bug. I gotta go soon. There's almost, like, if you look really close, there's almost, like, it's not quite like it, but there's almost like fingers, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost that same structure that we're seeing in, like, you know, hands and wings and all that stuff, just in a bug. It's not quite there, but it's almost there. But there's definitely, it reminds me of drawing antlers, actually, when we talked about, like, the main beam, right? And then there's, like, other things that come off of it. Like, I'm just noticing that trend in all of these bug wings. That's what it reminds me of. I will not stand for yellow jacket slander. Yeah, exactly. It sure did. It sure did. It was like, none of that. Streamlabs and yellow jackets would definitely be on the same page. They're both vindictive like that. They're mostly chill where you're at. That's good. Here in the southern U.S., they're not. They're very aggressive, very angry animals. I forgot I'm gonna bite you. You had one biting you? Yeah, they will. They will. Yeah, yellow jackets are like. It is the yellow jacket with the stream. They're meat eaters for sure. Like they're attracted to like meat smells. Like they're angry and like any kind of if you leave a can of soda out like open, like you don't do that. Like this, you can't if this sits out and you're outside at like a picnic, it's foolish to drink this if it's been sitting for a few minutes because you might drink a yellow jacket. Like you gotta, I always put my canned stuff when I was at picnics in the South, like in a cup, so I can see what's in it. Cause yeah, even just thinking about it now makes me want to like look in here, even though I know there's not a wasp in there. But now that we're talking about it, ugh. Can you imagine a wasp staying on your tongue? No, don't like it. just thinking about it's kind of grossing me out. Giving me shivers. Anyway, so the cicada wing. Let's talk about a more pleasant animal. See, it's even got like a little hand, like a little palm almost right there. I don't know if they have cicadas where everybody who's watching is from, but these are another creature that are like all over in the South, here in America. I feel like they're kind of everywhere, but they're really, really in the South for sure. They prefer like a warm, moist climate. And they're so loud. Like cicadas are the sound of summer. They will always be the sound of summer for me. I really like how delicate these are though. It's kind of cool. They almost look like little rivers. But anyway, they just sit in the trees in Texas and just like chirp. But because there's so many of them, it just sounds like a cacophony of, I don't know, something loud, something cacophonous. Be together we can get somewhere, any place is better. Me and myself got nothing to lose. Don't want to drive too far. Now, I'm obviously drawing the webbing in very much the wrong places here. Definitely not accurate. But it is fun to kind of, you know, just notice these shapes, I guess. They're kind of like, it does remind me of like a little river. Like they're kind of, wherever they start to branch. This one needs to be a little longer. We're just gonna pretend that makes sense, guys. It doesn't. It's not the right shape, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. But yeah, you can see like, I'm gonna trace what I'm talking about. You guys can probably see it in the picture. But it looks like, it's like here, I'm picturing this almost like water, right? So here's like a pond, and then there's this little river, and then everywhere the river branches, it like makes another little river. So I'm just kind of looking at them like that, like, oh, branched here. So now we have a little branching river. And then it just has like these fun little, I think that's actually the wing underneath it, which is part of what's confusing me a bit. But yeah, it's like everywhere there's a branch in the river, it like breaks off and makes a little creek. And then the bottom is like soft and nice and round. I like it. I like this wing. And you can just kind of, yeah, I like these little soft, it's almost like little feathers, honestly. Like you can almost break it into like the primaries and secondaries and coverlets, you know? Like here's the secondaries and here's the primaries and here's the coverlet right here. It's kind of interesting, you know? I like that. Nature's crazy. Nature finds designs it likes and it sticks to them. Anyway. It's like, hey, this works well. Let's just replicate it. Like, honestly, thinking of it like a bird wing is actually kind of helping me a bit. Let me try one more time. So we got a little hand, we got our little coverlet here. Can't really see it as well on this side though. I'm just gonna make it up. Pretend I understand what I'm talking about here. Little branchy river. It's kind of fun. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I'd never really thought of that before, but it's sort of what it reminds me of. Interesting to note. Good thing to keep in mind for dragon design next week. See if that makes a reappearance. Here we go. It also helps because I'm not always super motivated to draw invertebrates, you know, so if I can find things that help me remember interesting things about them, it might encourage that a bit more. I do like how alien they look, though. It's kind of fun, just like super different faces than we have. Okay, anyway. One more. Do want to trace those shapes real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna try thinking, hold on, I'm gonna try this really fast. So I'm gonna pretend that this is my little coverlet, and then we've got our secondary feathers, pretty much where they would be. It's like a simplified wing, honestly, guys. It's kind of fun. I like this. And then they just kind of match the point. Well, almost always. This one doesn't. That comes to a point. Although there is like a slight, like this curve edge kind of comes to a little bit of a point. So maybe if I just remember that. Yeah. Let's try that. Learning, guys. We're learning. Learning. Okay. The sound, yes, Amaze knows he's a southern boy. They are predators of other insects, but they also kill a lot of good insects too, so they're not necessarily like super ideal to have. I mean, they'll help if you have a tomato caterpillar problem. I forget what the hornworm is. It turns into, I think, the sphinx moth or something like that. A tomato hornworm, I think they'll eat those. So they do eat some pests that are helpful, but I don't know. I'm not sure if there's other things that eat those that are less harmful and painful. So I'm happy to discourage yellow jackets. My mom has a constant problem with yellow jackets because they like to make nests up in the eaves of her house, which is like really tall. She's really, really high, like a second story level and like a chimney, and so they're always up in there, and they're like they're constantly finding ways in to the house, like through the attic and through the vents and just through little cracks in the building. So anyway, it's just like I know it's summer when I hear the cicadas, and when there's like yellow jackets, I hear a little bonking of yellow jackets against the glass trying to figure out how to get back outside. Like those are the two sounds that tell me it's summer for me. Okay, let me try this coverlet thing. I like this way of thinking about it. Got the little hand. I'm gonna try to draw the little bits that sort of segment, but yeah, you can see like right here especially, it's like very, very angular, almost like our bat wing, right? And those little points are where the points of the curves are where the other lacy parts of the wing come off. Interesting. Well, for now I'm just gonna do it like this because I'm failing here. to spread out. Tomorrow, hey Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. And there is no place I'm going to. Interesting. I like that. Learn something new every day, guys. Yeah, it's like you can see where it comes out of the hand part. Interesting, interesting. Good to note. Which also means it'll help me make it up later if I mess something up. You can take note of like where stuff is supposed to kind of connect. Cool, 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 cool. All right. Bug, 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 bug. What time is it? Oh, I gotta run. Okay, this is probably gonna be the last one. Didn't have time to make it to the feathered wings today, but you know, like I said, we did those last week, so I feel pretty confident. Don't really want to revisit them too soon. Hopefully everybody kind of remembers. At least everybody who wants to remember. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna run. I like this little guy. We're gonna leave it on this for now. The Epiphany bug. I also just like the colors on that. I kinda wanna color it, but I don't have time. Let's just quickly cheat here. Woohoo! Cheating with our colors. Yeah, we are. We're just doing the thing. I just like this fade. Do you guys see the nice, like... It's got a really nice, like, blue color coming in here. Definitely cheating quite a lot. And then we're just gonna take our blender, kind of blend it together here. Beautiful, just beautiful. Really nice. I do quite enjoy that. Apparently I totally erased a section here, but that's okay. The translucency is so nice too. Do need to leave, but hey, studies are fun and helpful and we're learning, so. Although, I'm having trouble. There we go. Need to pick a color where you can actually see the lines here. Not doing an exact copy, obviously, but. Glowy bug. Alright guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the company, y'all. I'm gonna be back on later today. We'll be doing a stream. I don't remember what I wrote down for today, but it'll be something. And it'll be at 4. So most likely it'll be progression on an illustration. So if you want to come hang out and watch me make some forward momentum, I may finish up a few more thumbnails. We'll see what I can get to between now and then, but I don't want to spend too much time on stream because I will be back in like 4 hours. So if anybody wants to come hang out in about 4 hours, you're welcome to. But for now, this has been a fun warm-up and I appreciate the company. Hopefully I'll see you guys later. Oh, and if anybody wants to do the Discord bit, there's where you can find. I'll be posting some of these sketches. I didn't really do anything like super finished today, so it's mostly just studies. I guess I can post these color studies, but I just really like the colors on those wings, so had to quickly color before I leave. But anyway, we're going to be back at 4. So if anyone's around, if not, that's fine. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one, guys. And if you want to do some warm-up sketches with me again tomorrow, I do these warm-ups at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those are my studio days. So those are the days you can catch me there. And other than that, guys, we'll see you again another time. I always forget to put on my closing screen, guys, with the little otter. He's so happy that you're here. Let's find someone to raid. Looking for an art streamer. Let's see what people are up to. I feel like I always raid the same person. Let me see if I can, So what's Volpsy up to? Oh, no, maybe not. Shoot. Well, we might just raid Jay again. Let me see who else is on. This person is doing Minecraft. I don't really want to raid a Minecraft stream. Grumbly is not super family friendly. Shoot, I don't know who else on. I might find a new person. Let's just click randomly. Dark Art Company? No, I don't know what that is. Man, I don't see anybody streaming art right now. Let's do I Paint Burbs. She's not always, you know, if you're watching with kids, just beware. Sometimes it's not always just for kids, but it looks like right now we're just talking about birds. She might be about to paint some birds, I don't know, but we're looking at her bird feeder, so that's pretty wholesome, right? Let's go ahead and raid in over there. And hopefully I will catch you guys another time. If you don't want to hang out, that's fine, but we are going to go check out what she's up to. So have a good rest of your day, guys, and maybe I'll catch you later. If not, no worries, no sweat. So we'll see you again another